Welcome to my SkateHoarders. I have a lot of shit. Can I say shit on this? I guess let's start with my old boards. Old boards are always good, right? How about the official camel toe board? My first board on visual. This photo was on Steve's, like in his office. This photo was in his office somewhere. I remember just seeing it and being like, what? I know what that is. I want that on a board. It was an easy way to, easy way to come up with the very first graphic. Cliche, RIP, Snapchat. That works actually. If you scan that, pause it, scan this, and you'll start following me on Snapchat. First super Cliche board. That was a good one. Super high. Second season of visual boards. There's a board graphic for that. Cliche pug board. Got a bunch of little pugs in there. I had a bunch of pug boards. Pete's, you'll meet Pizza inside. Mr. Men. Did a series with this Mr. Men. I believe they're like a storybook cartoon in the UK. This board was really good. Steve Vanesco is an artist, photographer for visual. Was his brand, and this board is the one that, like, I saw him tweet it one day, and I was like, hey, you're making boards? What's the plan with that? This is right after Cliche was, they pulled the plug on it. I was like, hey, can I get one of those boards? What are you going to do with this? Want to start a skateboard team, whatever. We had a couple meetings. He's like, hey, if you want to run the hard goods department for visual, fucking be my guest, put a team together. So that's how we started Visual Skateboards. There's another one. OG visual board. No, this is primitive. Yeah, Van Styles, primitive. So I think this was even before I actually started Primitive Skateboards. I don't even think Primitive Skateboards was even around yet. Hooters. This was before I got healthy and I was just eating fucking chicken wings and beer all the time and killing my body. Mark Johnson. If you ever seen his pro signature underlay bearings, this is the board. We scanned this board, kind of made like a mosaic tile crazy graphic for his art on his book that came inside his packaging for the underlay bearings, and this is the board that we did it off of, and Mark kind of just like created a rad board, for himself to ride. It's Mark Johnson, official skated Mark Johnson board. Oh, Naudis Coppice. Naudis actually signed this for me. I'm pretty stoked. He was at Dwindle one day, and he was coming in and signing a bunch of shit, and got him to sign this. And the crazy thing is when this graphic came out, I couldn't put it together with the space shuttle exploding. I just thought it was right. Oh, okay. But it took me I think 2 years ago, I figured out, oh shoot, now I get it. But at the time, I remember it being in school too, like the teacher showing the space shuttle launch and exploding on TV, and trying to turn off the TV as it explodes, and all the kids in the class were like, what? Is that part? Is that supposed to do that, And it's kind of a jack graphic if you think about it, but sick at the same time. This is a board I did for my Battle Commander with the barracks. It glows in the dark. And it's like, the movie Tron came out around that time. So we used a song from the Tron soundtrack, I believe, for my part. And then it was just, I got a black light here somewhere that I bought for it. Brittle board. I know. Why not? Well, it started with Twitter. This is back in the day when Twitter was an early social media platform. And I would tweet a burrito to Kelly Hart and Chico Bernes, and then they would tweet one back. So it was our thing, and then we started hashtagging Team Burrito, and then I just kept going and going, and now I just make, little one-off boards, and I'll show you some more stuff over there when we get to that zone. Here's a rad one Steve did. Just this, he jumped in a helicopter, shot a rad photo of downtown LA. So Nick Donfier was living with me for about 2 years. During that time, I filmed his X Games Real Street. So I filmed and edited that. He was kind of pumping again. Real reissued his board. And this is that reissue board from that time when he was living at my house. And I was pretty stoked. This one was rad. I had a piece of another veneer put in place for the diamond. It was just a rad series we did. I think it was me, JB, and Lucas Daniel, maybe? Everyone that rode for Diamond that was on Cliche had a rad, unique board. This is a cool collaboration we did. Glad I still have one. The best thing riding for Cliche was they always did a bunch of rad stuff. And going to France every summer. It's like my second home, being in Europe. Skating with this dude right here, actually. JB. J Burrito. We were just posting burritos at that time a lot. So they gave him a burrito board for coming to LA and eating so many burritos with me. And I was kind of jealous of this board. Like, what? That's sick, but shouldn't I be getting the J Burrito board? Arcade. So I rode for Arcade. It was my first board sponsor, official board sponsor. Jason Rogers. This was his pro model on the board company. It's a child trapped in a man's body, which I think we could all relate to that, especially now, getting older. I thought it was a dope graphic, so I took one of these, kept one of these for all these years. Look at this asshole. This guy's a piece of shit. Just kidding. I love this guy. Man, this dude been through a lot. Chris Roberts, this is his first pro model. Was this his first pro model? I think it was like his first one, because this was like a series they did in the past. And then he never had one because he was AM back then. And then when they redid it, they gave him one. I was stoked. I was like, dude, I got to get one of those. So, yeah, look at that. 7.58. 713 sixteenths? Size board you right? Oh, 713 16. How do they even... That's just give him like a good one. This guy. Look at that. That was Daniel Castillo's first pro model. Pretty sick. Remember Retta? Fucking carry that thing around and fucking make fun of Daniel all the time. Got a Sheckler board. Try to get everyone's, just all the homie boards, you know? Sheckler board. I got one. But I didn't. I do. P-Rod. Plan B board. Pretty stoked to have that. I think this was like, as we were starting on delay, I just wanted to get all the pros' first boards. So I was like, I'm going to get Office, I'm going to put all these up. I was going to have all the team boards on the wall. And yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. Mark Johnson chocolate deck. Pretty stoked on that one. 838. Collecting my favorite skaters. What else we got? Day One song. Yeah, so now we're in the pile of like all the on-delay riders. So yeah, this is all part of collecting everyone's pro model at that time when we started. Kevin Romar. The chocolate chicken board. I don't know. It's what it is. This is a Ronnie Krager. I was skating with Ronnie a lot at this time, so that's why I have his board. We've been on some missions together, me and this dude. Been around the world. Here we go, Guy Marano. Girl board. Some OG shit right here. 734, dude. 7.3. Here you go, there's another pug board. I have a lot of pug boards. This one was, this is not a vegan pug for sure. Kind of ripped the cat's head off. You'll see more pugs inside. And these are my very first pro model for Hello Jojo. When Hello Jojo came out, this was my first, and I got the first one. It's the first one off the press. And then this one's 139. This is when it was on Chapman wood. Dude, I used to like Chapman wood. I forgot how it looked. I think they changed their press though. I remember back then it was super good. I got really used to their wood and was really stoked on riding Cliche boards at that time. A Lucas collaboration we did with Adidas. I was super hyped to get one of these. This board sold super good. You know this guy? New York legend, Rodney Torres. Official Skateboards. Now he does his own board company called El Toro. El Toro? No, just Toro. This was his official board though. The official video is really good. If you could find it online, watch it. Rodney Torres board. There's a Jenkem collab. He's got a bottle of Jenkem. That is Obama. Looks like O.J. Simpson though in this. This is President Putin and Kim Jong-un. And he's got a sick Cliche phone case. I think they're all taking a selfie right here. Jenkem. It says Joey. Just make sure I got one. Because, you know, people they want shit and they ask for it and then they get sold and no one gets it. So this is why you collect boards, because someone else is going to get it. Oh, my homie, I went to he's a good friend now, AJ. Showed up at a demo in New Jersey. No, Philly. He's like, dude, I got a board for you. Like, just met him for the first time and he gave me this board. I brought it all the way home and then, yeah, we've been connected and he's been, you know, doing art and cool things for me for a while, and yeah, it's just you know, a random gift that is rad. Nick Tucker, primitive 825. I think this is now we're getting into the modern times when 825, and he's checking out this chick taking a shower. This might get some bad press nowadays. Me too. We all over it. Oh, look at. Let's see. Fuck. Who made this for me? I think my niece made this for me. This is the board I did my Ender and Bon Voyage on. I remember landing it and being like, I'm done. And it was like towards the end of the video, I'm like, I'm not filming for this shit no more. And then, yeah, I saved the board. And that was it. Filming for Bon Voyage, I was sober for 4 years, so this was a non-alcoholic beer brand in Europe, and Cliche made it a board graphic because they thought it was funny. Yeah, we should get a beer after this. Steve Douglas, New Deal Skateboards. They just relaunched. This is an original. I actually got it from Roger Bagley. We were on an audio trip to Boston. He lives in Boston, so we went by his house he grew up in and went into his basement. And just kind of what we're doing now, but without a camera. And he had this board, and I knew Steve Douglas. Oh, you have a Steve Douglas board, like sick. And he's like, you want it? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it here, like Roger would say. And I brought it home, and then I seen Steve Douglas. I'm like, look, I got your board. And he was super psyched. And now they reissued New Deal, so I think there might be I think this board's coming out again. So I might have to get the re-release. So I have the re-release with the original. Oh, Marquise Henry's first pro model, another Andale rider. I was stoked I went to his premiere for his part. It was at an Agenda trade show. It's ready to do business and sell skateboards and clothes and stuff. And then get everyone fucked up at night. And we got fucked up this night and watched this video part, and I was stoked. And I left there with a board. I'm like, hey, I'm going back to my hotel. And I had a Marquise board. And I slept with it like this. He's from my neighborhood. He's, you know, OGIE. I don't know. FTC, little zip zinger. Now we're getting to my Zip Zinger collection. Ooh, this is radically Cliche banana board. There's a wooden one. That was fun. And then, Red Bull did something like this to give away. No, some POP shit. Cliche Mark Gonzalez collab. Some fucking Gonz art, Cliche art that he did. Here's one on a white veneer or white dip. Oh, I got third place, best trick, Make-A-Wish. Does it say what year? 2009. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was a contest skater. I didn't fuck around. I took no prisoners. Sweep the leg. Here's a rad one. Brothers of Light. So Jeremy and Gonz are really good friends. Actually, Gonz could speak French, and like they talk, and I think the Gonz lived in Lyon, where Cliche's from. They skated forever together. So anytime that Jeremy wanted to do something with the Gonz would do it. And we have a ton of Cliche Gonz collaborations. Salba. This was my first board I ever purchased as a kid. When I was 7, I was like, I want the Salba board. And I liked it. Had a hot chick on it, getting fucking cooked. She had a snake wrapped around her. Now I'm a 7-year-old kid. I'm like, oh. You know, look, like, I didn't go in there for the shape back then. I'm like, you know? Like, I think I fucking axle stalled on a curb with it back in the day. I didn't have no tricks, but yeah, that Salvo was re-released by Santa Cruz, and I hit those dudes up, and they sent me one, so got a re-release. I have a lot of other shit. You want to see some other shit? Let's go see some other shit. How about this? This is cool. I got Lucas's surfboard, so I'm his storage unit for Lucas Puig. Lucas Puig's storage unit for his surfboard. All this is kind of like the skate side, and I have one door over there with some skate memorabilia. It's hoarding, right? I mean, technically. I just fucking save shit that's like my iRoad. I mean, maybe some other people will be psyched on it. Tech deck shit. This one you could like, oh, my board's jacked. I need to switch my board. I need a new one. And you could switch your board. And you're sitting there with like hey, you got an Allen wrench? Imagine asking for an Allen wrench for that set. You're like, old Autobahns. I have a whole thing of Autobahns here from riding for Autobahn. And now it's croupier. Now I do croupier. There's a collab I did with Tori and Grizzly for Team Burrito. So when you cut it out, you're riding it looks like a fucking burrito. You got your little grizzly bear guy. This is like basically storage for like. So I used to do on delay. This is the shipping center, shipping, receiving. Cells were inside. I had a huge employee list of me, one person. I'd call shops. Hey, you want to buy some bearings? Hey, you want to buy some shirts? And now it's just kind of like, I still do the Team Burrito stuff online. So if you want to buy something, I all I have is like smalls and mediums right now because XLs and larges fucking fly off the shelf. But no burrito hit. Small hoodies. Everyone's been, hey, when are you getting larges back in? When are you getting larges back in? It's hard. It's hard to keep up with supplies. Oh, I got. Hey, you want one of these? You can have one of these. These are sick. Do you cook? You do cook? Here. Got an apron for you. That's pretty dope, right? Oh, I gotta hide these things, dude, in the burrito pack. Look at this. Yeah, I used to be a contest skater. You know how hard it is to skate a manual contest, or even like practice and get good at it? It's the worst. It was the worst best time of my life. I got 3 of these. So we used to do cups, and then Maloof Money Cup started, and they bid our cups. We had like big pimp cups. So then we switched to belts. 2012, 2010, 2011, three-peat. I feel like Kobe Bryant. I got a cease and desist for making this Team Burrito shirt. I never sold them. I think these are the only ones I was not allowed to sell them. I didn't sell them. I was even supposed to show them. So you didn't see that. None of you guys saw that. Leftover stuff from when I was doing on delay out of the garage. Some snapbacks. Just stuff like I was doing before we got distribution, and then once we picked up distribution, you know, it's like I'm not producing stuff anymore. Let them do it. So the beginning of the year, JB came to stay with me last January. This was his complete, right? He left it here. This is his board now. This at the end of the year when he stays with me and he leaves his complete. It's pretty crazy. 1 year. This is a box I gotta send to, if you're familiar with the Braille Skateboard Army. They have this thing called You Make It, We Skate It. So I made him this. Yeah, that's what the burrito. Dude, this thing is so hard to ride. It's like a fucking hoverboard. Schmatty did a nollie or a switch. I don't know what you would call it. He was riding this way and did a nollie flip or switch flip on it. And it's like the hardest thing in the world to ride. So I got to send that to those dudes because, I don't know. I'm a kid, dude. I want to make shit and see what people do. I'm a fan of everybody, you know, has their little things, and I like watching them. And lights generator. Can be a team manager, brand manager, company owner, skateboarder, filmer, professional skateboarder. And I'll have a light and generator to take out and fucking film these guys. I got a whole bunch of dope Hellas hats. These were dope. Adidas Hellas. This is Lucas sent me like a box of a bunch of stuff when he first started on Hellas, and he sent me a bunch of shit, and I've been giving it to like Schmatty and everybody, all the dudes I thought would fit the mold of that, and these are just some leftovers. Footprint samples. This shoe is really good. I skated the hell out of it, and I sent it. I was like, dude, I really like this shoe. Make it. We never made it. It's always the things you like that never get made. You're like, dude, but it worked. It skated good. It lasted super long. These never got made either. These actually got made. So these are a sample, and then I'm not wearing them, but this shoe actually got made. So this is a production shoe, which they're here. We have the signature, no rip laces, hidden laces. So we got, and these are all Volks. I skate the Volk ones. Ones I'm wearing, these are like the Super Tech ones. Alfonso Rawls designed them. They got the Super Tech built-in Puma skateboarding. A lot of time and energy wasted on this shit that didn't go anywhere. Long pampering date. A lot of champagne. A lot of caviar. Just the tip. Just the tip. These are the Pug footprint insole. Can drop a bowling ball on this shit. Won't bounce for nothing. Signature shit right there. Technology no one else can do. think that might be it for... I mean, I got a bunch of old magazines, videos. I have other cool shit in the house. I have a lot of shit. I am a hoarder. Oh, I got a whole skate park in front of my house. See that thing? Want to go see my skate park? It's actually a mobile skate park. As Andale started to make a little bit of, revenue, I bought this trailer and ramps so I could, drive him to skate shops with Brad parking lots and do little barbecues and skate with the locals. Because that's always how I grew up skating, was when there'd be an event, we'd all go to that event. We didn't have Instagram, we didn't have the videos we do now to see it happen live and shit. So this is kind of like, let's roll to the skate shop, throw these boxes, and have a barbecue and have a good time. So this is my mobile skate park that I hoard. I guess we go into my house, check out my office. You'll see, we're part of a dog rescue, and right now we have a lot of their, like when they have too many animals and it's really hard for the pug queen to handle all of them. I think she has like 20 something right now. She'll offload a bunch here so we could take care of them and give them a happy life until they find a forever home. So we'll go inside. What's up, dogs? Look at these guys. Hey, come on. Oh. You seen all my pug boards in the garage? This is Pizza's where it all started. She's the old mama. She is the old mama. She's been on shirts, boards, grip tapes, commercials, skate videos, everything. She's been around the block. She's 15. We hoard the shit out of her. Seen the first Pro model in the garage, but that Pro model in the garage was attached to Hello Jojo. And then this one was like, I wanted like a first board that's like, this is an idea. And my idea was just like, hey, I want Brian Lottie to do my first Pro model. Brian Lottie was one of my favorite skaters, so it was cool to work with him and do a board graphic and have that be my first Pro model. They rolled it up and shipped it to me one day, and then we've got it framed with these two boards. My wife did. It was a gift. It was awesome. And it's still awesome because it sits right here. You walk in the house, you see Brian Lottie art. Sam was chained to a cactus in the high desert. Malnourished, no water, no food. Some neighbor saw him and contacted the pug queen, who the pug queen then went up there and offered them $200 for the dog. And they're like, oh, here you go. Like, why even have a dog? Like, and now he's been here and he loves it here and he's a good boy and he's rad. We're also skate hoarders. We're animal hoarders until we find them homes. I had a day in life with Red Bull, and this little girl was flying down the street up towards LAX. She was like this big. Like, she was like as big as her head at the time. Thought I was a rat. And I pulled over and fucking picked her up off the ground and brought her here. She's been here ever since. Pie. Let me see what kind of cool stuff I got. If I can keep most of it's super dirty. Need one of these. Fuck the iPhone. Collab. That dude who I showed you his board did this artwork. That dude AJ that I met in Philly, he just gave me a board like, hey, I made this board, you want it? So reached out to him and he's like, oh, I'd love to make some burrito graphics for you for Footprint. And he did this. I really like this graphic. He did a good job. It's like everything we have is like revolved around pugs or burritos. Oh, I'm getting fat. A lot of Red Bull hats. Oh, Beyond Meat. Those guys are cool. I'm trying to save the planet. Red Bull. Beers. Put that on when I go to the bar. Let them know I'm serious. 5th place, Tampa Pro. 16th annual Tampa Pro, March 24th, 2010. Silver trucks, best trick. I'm telling you, dude. Not known to be a contest skater, but I was a fucking sleeper killer. Useless wooden knowledge. Got first place in that. Won the whole contest. Won $500. Congratulations, you wasted your life. So, I know too much about skateboarding, and I wasted my life. That's kind of the joke. But yeah, I do. I know way too much about it. Something I love and have done for my entire life. Got last place, Tampa Pro, 2008. 2008, last place. No big deal. That means I got first place at the bar. This is like the first place. I don't even think this is first place. Which place was this thing going to say on there? Here's some wheels. Some gold wheels. Some early Andale bearings in them. A deck of cards. So I think this was third place. I think because I won a big one that was like this. It was like huge. And this was third. I remember getting third. I think Ronnie Krager got first. Beeble got second. I got third. This was the second one. And I remember one of the brand managers or team managers or whatever, Peter, at the end, he was like, hey, man, it'd be cool if you won some of these. like a joke. But I was like, fuck, yeah, maybe I should try to, like, you know, I helped put this thing together. I should fucking try to, like, shine it as much as I can. That's when I think I stopped drinking. That's when we started filming for Bon Voyage, and I was really just focused on skating at that point in my career. It took like 4 years off just to fucking skate and be a skate nerd. You gotta see the back of these. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that dude nose manualing the fuck out of New York City. Two dudes. But one's an alien. It's Predator. But they're both, you know what I mean? They're both Predator. You know. It's full moon. Joker. This is a rad one. USA. Jesus Christ. Kill 'em all. Perfect. America. Yeah, we love you. Jesus Christ, we'll kill you. Right? That was a cliche graphic. They were psyched on that. Here, back to Jeremy and Gon's relationship. Here's another board that the Gons did. Brothers of Lights. This is like, I think they did one a year or something, so I really like this one. That's just, you know, just homies. Old homies. That's what the photo. The Gons did it also. I'm assuming that's what it means. And Brian Lottie. This is a reissue deck. Or not a reissue, a guest pro model on stereo. And I got one of these after he did my art for my board graphic. So, and then a Jason Lee reissue. I remember the stereo board back, and then it was super sick. And I remember just taking that off the wall somewhere and leaving with it. I don't think anyone knows I did that, but it's here in my house. I think it was like a Barracks art show or something. I think I was just walking by and I was like, just left. Wait, no one said nothing. So if you're looking for that board, it's here. This one never came out. It was a series, a PAL series. It was a Lucas one and a JB one. I have mine. I don't have theirs. A bucktooth fucking hawk. Come on. So this is my other first visual board. So this is one I was like, all right, here's the idea I want. I want pizza, her long ass tongue hanging out, collar, and Steve shot it and laid it out in a way that he does his art. The other one was just like, oh, I want that camel toe. It's funny. This one I'm really stoked on. Pizza's on my first board graphic for visual. This one is Transworld. You guys. Yoon shot this photo. It's for my Pro Spotlight in, I think, 2009. The year Right Foot Forward came out. So 2009. I had a Pro Spotlight in Transworld, and that was my portrait. Tried to do an Alfred E. Newman, the Mad Magazine guy. These are original OJs, original Indies, original cell block, riser pad, Santa Cruz, and a salvo board with rails, and a skid plate. I didn't have a skid plate on mine, though. I found this on eBay. It's an original. Mine was pink and had all these other components. I think I had yellow rails, though. I don't think I had green rails. And I didn't have a skid plate or a nose guard. Those were whack back then. I remember. That's whack. That's what we said. We didn't say whack back then. I don't know what we used in 1987, but it's not whack. It was probably like, oh, that's stupid. But we skated streets, so I don't know. Maybe vert skaters use that for fucking grabbing higher. I don't know. But this is my original refound skateboard that I started skateboarding on, and I can't believe I found one on eBay. Found it in 2007 or 8. I got it for $1,200. There's the Jenkem art. So I got that too. And you seen the board out there? Give me on a peanut. My wife got it for me for Christmas. So she's gonna be picked up by the rescue tonight. Her name is Lily. Lily? I think Lily or Jilly. Lily. She's paralyzed. She can't move. All she is basically her head moves. And she's a sweetie. Hi. Hello. Trying to make animals comfortable on this planet. Especially ones that get mistreated and left behind and fucked over. Hey. No more humping. Come on. There's enough of you guys. Stop that shit. Look at this squad. That's my mix of matches of family right there. My dad looks like Quagmire, so it's pretty cool. Giggity, giggity, giggity. And then that's my mom. My brothers and sisters. And then look at, there's me. And I'm wearing that same shirt again. I just got this shirt. That's why I'm wearing it. DeVille hooked me up with a PAL box, and I was like, dude, I used to rock that Cabletto shirt all the time. Can I have a new one? So I am. I'm trying to relive this kid's life again, starting from now. I wear glasses. Prescription. That's what I do on my computer shit. Red Bull gave me this. They're like, you probably need this the most out of all of our guys because you're old and you try tricks for hours and don't land them. And then go back 6 times and then land it. That's it. Massager. So come with me. I think it's like our last part of the equation is this back room, which is kind of hectic right now because we had a pug get dropped off with major. Hi. We're coming in. Can you get over this thing? We're gonna be quiet. Be quiet. Lance Mountain art. Bought this off Lance Mountain. Cash. It's like, here you go. And he gave me the art. It's a very cool transaction.
It was like a drug deal?
It was very drug dealish. Keenan. Harold Hunter. You know. Great skateboarders. I'm trying to speak low because we have that newly mom right there on the couch. And look over here. Look at this. Look at all these guys. Look at that. You guys want one? Who wants one? That one. Hi. Hi. Hi, mama. Hi. Hi. So we gotta find her a forever home. We gotta find those guys a forever home. Hi. And if anyone out there is interested, you can go on the Pug Queen at the Pug Queen's Instagram and click the link in her bio and fill out an application. And hopefully you win the Pug Lotto and you get one of these guys. That's a real piece of Gonz art. He drew that. Hand drawn. That's not a print. That's real. Mark Gonzalez. My homie Carlos had that made for me. It's my ender and Bon Voyage. These are magazines. This is what you used to get in the mail and read about skateboarding before internet, before Apple computers. This was called a magazine. It's called Slap. Now it's a website. And they no longer do this part. Oh, look at Bobby Warris. Bobby Warris. I had a part with him in Transworld together. We went on trips. He turned a page. Audio. This was a shoe brand before the internet. That was Ernie Torres. He's still around. He has an Instagram. There's Mike Carroll. And that's how a magazine works. So you could skip. It's like scrolling down really fast and then double tapping later if you want. I don't know. And then, yeah. So that's how you work a magazine. I don't know, just having an old mag, like, you know, it's like, if you're in it, it's kind of like an old board, like it's part of your life, an accomplishment. Like, being in a mag at, you know, a skateboarder was kind of a goal, you know. Oh, here we go. I think I'm in this one. Nick Dompierre, cover. Right Foot Forward ad. Matt Beach. I was in that video. It's a great video. Chico. LRG, New Era. You know? Do you know that? Did you know Chico? LRG, New Era? No. Stefan. You know Stefan. Look at that shoe still. What year is this? 2009. That shoe came out and you still wear that shit. That's, you know, that's how we seen a shoe come out. What, did you see that Stefan come out? It's in the magazine. I flipped the page and saw it in the magazine. And you couldn't comment. Like, there's no place to comment here. Oh, that's whack. Oh, you didn't even grind. Oh, you scraped. Look at P-Rod. See? Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's when we had to switch it up. We had to switch our damn trophies up because of the Maloofs. Oh, look at it. There it is, Manny Mania. That's not me, though. That's how we used to have to tell kids the event's coming. June 7th, 2009. Manny Mania is coming to your town. I think this is the same year Twitter started. Oh, here's a Cliche ad. Flo just got on, fronts a half cap flip. I was there that day. No, this is backside 360 flip. He fronts a half cap flip that too, really good. I was there on the day he did that. March 2004, Barcelona. At a back 180 nose grind in that spot that has knobs on it now. That's what I was doing in 2004. That's fun. My first time to Barcelona. No clue what to expect. Didn't think I'd get that drunk. Logic 4. First video part. Look at that. Put that in your phone. You have a phone on you? Got Kenny Anderson on the cover. Jesus on the back. I got an Action logo. That's pretty rad. S. America. City Stars. Jesus Fernandez photo. Who I Am. That was my part. Who I Am. Joey Brezinski. Nathan Smith. Ryan Denman. We got a NC Clothing Travels. And then Techniques. Techniques was like a montage. And it says James Craig, Mark Johnson, Kenny Anderson, Aaron Yeager, Gershon Mosley, JP Jadid. So that was how, and Richard Mulder. That's how they would, you'd look at the back and be like, I want to see those. I want to see all that. Not scroll down. Yeah, see that? And that used to be $14.95. And that was bought at Bell Surf. And it's 30 minutes long. So, yeah, they can only be 30 minutes back then. Remember how Instagram used to only be 15 seconds? So, in 2009, the videos can only be 30 minutes. That's how long they could only make tapes that long. Europe, 2000. This is how you would see. This is how you'd watch SLS. It was $14.95, and all skate videos were $14.95 that were 30 minutes long in the U.S. This video was crap. It was so crap. If you haven't seen this video, you're not a skateboarder. This is how Thrasher used to do Instagrams. This says, Happy birthday, Joey. RHCP edit. Porn. I have no clue what that is. Man down. Oh. Wow, these are like, this one was like $22.95. One of the best videos. Mark Johnson's part in this. Fucking, I'd watch that. I'd rewind and watch that. There's probably creases in the tape. Modus Operandi. Mark Johnson on the cover of that. This video's probably my favorite video of all time. Two of my favorite videos of all time. They cheaped out on this one. Why did you guys cheap out on this one? It was 25 minutes. You could have had 5 more minutes of footage. Interface. Super good video. Look at that MacBook Pro. That's how we edit. Look at, I can't believe you couldn't watch a video on a computer back then. Foreign friends. You have VHS players, an old ass sponsor me video. I don't even know what's on here. That's a sponsor me video from me. There's my name on it right there. And then see, look at. Let me show you a little trick. Let's see the sticker when you come off. So there's like a little tab right here. Underneath this is, they used to put these little tabs on I could probably, yeah, look at there it is. See that? So this is probably a movie, some 30-minute movie I recorded over. You had to put a piece of tape or a sticker over it, so then you could put the tape in and press record. And you had to press 2 buttons to press record. And you have another VHS player on top, which would play the video, and then it would play down to this one, and this one would record onto it. It was super easy to airdrop back then. Hey, turn your airdrop on. All right, let me get my VHS player. Hold on. Boom, stack 2 VHS players and just airdrop. I'm sure there's more stuff around here, but these are the things I keep. These are my prized possessions. They're skateboarding. It's I grew up with all this stuff, watching it daily. You know, when I wasn't skating, I had this stuff to look at, or I started getting free shit or my name on stuff. Started collecting that, and it's just like my homies' stuff. I started collecting that. It's just the things that are part of my whole life, my existence on this planet. From 7 to now, I don't know anything besides this. Come back in like 20 years, I'll have more shit. So that's it. Full circle of my house. I'm a hoarder. See you later.